Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all. And welcome to another day in Azeroth. Thank you guys for being here. Lael, SCR, Parkow, Dustin, Amy, Dante, Karen. Welcome, everybody. Mitash, good afternoon. Looks like we got a buff here. I've never seen this one. Fervor of the Temple Explorer. Increased critical strike chance by 5%, spell damage by 65, and all stats by 8%. This must be new. I've never seen this world buff before. But, that being said, we should definitely take advantage of it. Should definitely take advantage of it. Just kind of hoping we'd get the other one too. Stack them. Lael, I'm still trying to interpret the question that you asked me. Maybe reading it out loud will help. Did I have my ears lowered? I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what words you used, but I don't know what you mean. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I've never heard that terminology applied to a haircut before, sorry. Yeah, I was thinking about a procedure that would medically lower someone's ear placement on their head. And then I thought, like, wait, do I live in a world where some people choose to medically lower the placement of their ears on their head? No. Yeah, because I've never heard that term. And I was just staring at your question like, I clearly need more coffee or something has gone horribly wrong with the world that I live in. Yeah, I finally buzzed my hair. Yesterday I buzzed it off, yeah. It must have been after the stream, I guess. Yeah, I've been really lazy. I realized that, like, when I go out in public, like, I look scary. Like, I look like a scary person. And I think I accidentally intimidate, like, lots of people just by existing and looking as ragged as I often look. And so, like, in my mind, I like to buzz my hair and trim my beard, like, once a week, like, really just take it all the way down so I don't look as like, an insane homeless person. But I've been really bad about keeping up with it. But yeah, yesterday I cut off all my hair. So for a couple weeks, I'll feel like a normal person. And then that day will come and I'll look in the mirror and I'll look like a crazy, deranged lunatic just escaped from an asylum. And that's when I'll know that it's time to cut my hair again. Yeah. Alright, I didn't really need to do that one right now, but, you know, we did it, so that's fine. We're gonna have to head all the way to the northern part of Stranglethorn today. We have a lot of stuff to do, but it's all to the north, so let's get going. Third Franks, good evening to you. Welcome to the stream. You cut your hair like once a year. If I had like normal hair, I'd probably like never cut it. But I have thinning hair. Like my hairline is basically non-existent. So the shorter I keep my hair, the better it looks. Best case scenario, it's completely shaved. That's when my hair looks the best. I've had like little stints where I've said like, okay, I'm gonna stop cutting my hair for like 6 months and see what it looks like. And I'll tell you, it looks so bad that I usually get like 2 months in before I buzz it all off. Like I can't even make it 6 months wearing hats and hiding my head just to see what it would look like. After 2 months, I see what it looks like and it just looks really bad. And then I just shave it off. Martin, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Thanks for being here and good vibes to you. I hope the recovery is a smooth one and that everything is well. You can't even sit at the PC to play, that's rough. That means you're stuck laying down in bed. So, good vibes to you. Get better, feel better. Mason, the add-on for the quest text is called Dialogue UI. And it also has a really cool dark mode, if you're into dark mode stuff. Robert, good afternoon, buddy. Welcome to the stream. What I find is it's obviously easy for me to not really care about my physical appearance when I don't have a lot of social pressures. You know, if I'm usually like either out with my kid or maybe I go to the grocery store, but obviously like without having to go to an office every day. I don't have like any friends in real life, so I don't unless it's me and my wife going out, I don't go out a lot. So I don't have any social pressures that really dictate that I keep up my physical appearance. But that's bad because then I get to the point where like I literally am scaring people and I don't realize it. Like it's bad. It's bad. What am I looking for in this area? Shadowmaw Panthers. Okay, yeah, we can hunt these guys here. These guys are hard to find. They hang out in stealth and I don't have a lot of luck with them typically. Yeah, exactly. Ideally, I would shave. If I wanted to keep my head shaved, I would ideally do it every 2 or 3 days. I have this awesome, like, buzzer that I can use. Like, I have all the tools I need. I'm just, like, really lazy with it. Again, it's the lack of having, like, real social pressures. Yeah, you know, I hardly ever find them down here. Typically when I hunt these guys, I find them up by the ogre mound. So I don't know if we're going to find any down here. Usually what happens is you just end up fighting a lot of tigers instead. Which is fine too, I guess. They like to hang out by trees. That's really the only consistent way of finding them. Just kind of like circle the trees. Dante, that's awesome. Congrats. On my warrior, I didn't have enough money to get my mount until I was like level 43. And that felt really bad. Obviously by 43 it was a huge relief to have the mount, but yeah, I didn't get mine right at 40 because I was, you know, just typical me being lazy, not doing the grinding that I knew I needed to do, and just didn't get it. Tawan, good afternoon. Welcome. Welcome. John, servers are up. Keep in mind, I'm playing on the EU servers. So if there was maintenance on the US servers, this is not an indicator that those servers are online. This has been one of the best things about playing on EU, I will tell you guys, is like, I don't have to deal with US maintenance times. I get to play the game during the hours that I play, and I never have to deal with US maintenance times playing on the EU roams. It's probably been the best thing so far. Just never having to think about if it's maintenance day, never having to think about like any kind of maintenance. It's been great because, you know, when I'm playing during my day, like it's evening time in the EU. Like they're not doing maintenance right now. They're never going to be doing maintenance at this time, so it's been perfect. Really enjoyed that aspect of it. What else do we have in this area? Skull Splitter Tusk we're not doing right now. Snapjaw Crocodile skins, we can make our way over there and do that one. We should also have raptors. Yeah, Lashtail raptors in the same area. We've had zero luck with the panthers, so we might just wait until we're further north and look for them in their northern location. Yeah, my warriors kind of stalled out right at like level 51 or 52. We'll get back to them eventually. They'll definitely hit 60 before Burning Crusade comes out, but I'm just not in a big rush. I don't have any endgame aspirations for the vanilla era on the Anniversary Realm, so I just am not in a huge rush. All the endgame content that I'm looking forward to is TBC. I saw a thing referring to the Anniversary Realms as the TBC waiting room, and I guess for me that's kind of what it is. The Anniversary Realms are kind of the TBC waiting room for me. Obviously, like, when they did the announcement, the fact that they were going to do TBC eventually was the most exciting thing. Having to then wait like a year and a half for that to happen, it's kind of sucky. A part of me still wishes that the Anniversary Realms would have launched as TBC Realms. I feel like that would have been really helpful. But I guess this way they milk more playtime out of it, right? By starting them in the vanilla era and waiting on TBC, they just milk more playtime from people. But what I really wanted was them just to go right into it, spinning up a TBC server right away is what I actually wanted. So now I guess I am kind of in the TBC waiting room. Florilla, thanks for being here. I appreciate that. This is a melee hunter. Yeah, this is Season of Discovery. This is a melee hunter build with no pets. Season of Discovery lets you play a lot of existing classes completely differently than you normally would. For instance, there is a tanking warlock build, there's a tanking rogue build, there's a healing mage build. All kinds of wacky stuff you can do in Season of Discovery. So, it's been a lot of fun. Yeah, Pablo, that's what I'm going to do with my Warlock. My Forsaken Warlock, I'm going to level them up on Hardcore, and then whenever they hit 60, I'm just going to transfer them over to the Anniversary Realm, and they're going to wait for TBC. That's my plan. Unscheduled Gaming, you hit 64 days ago, you've already ran Molten Core and ZG. You got a lot of tokens for gear. I can't call them reels. You got a lot of tokens for gear and drops. SOD is much more pug friendly than 20th anniversary. Yes, I've heard that a lot from a lot of people, so I appreciate that feedback. A lot of people told me that, you know, SOD is the place to go if you want to pug raids, because whatever they did with their currency system, it keeps the old raids relevant. So everyone still wants to run the old raids, so when you hit level 60, you get yourself some dungeon gear from like the level 65 mans, and then you can find pugs for the earlier raids. Pretty easily, I hear. That's what I'm really looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to doing raiding in SOD. I want to get this character to 60, and I want to get geared up, and I want to get into some raids. Because pugging raids is what I like to do. So I've been told this is the best environment for getting into pug raids. which is essential to somebody who doesn't have a guild. And like, I don't know if I'll ever be in a raiding guild again. I don't know. I'd like to be, but it would have to be like the right situation, the right timing, the right schedule. Like, so many things have to align that it's like, feels impossible. This is the best time to start SOD, actually. SOD has gone through so many different changes and iterations and class balancing that now that we're in like the later phases of SOD, this is actually, in my opinion, the best time to start playing. Things that used to be hard to do, like unlocking all of your rune abilities, used to be a huge pain that would take you like 30 hours just to unlock all this stuff. You'd have to follow guides on Wowhead for days and days to get all these unlocked. Now at level 1, you walk up to a vendor at level 1 and you buy them all for 1 copper. And then you just go through and you read them and you pick the ones that sound cool. And you get to start playing with all these new abilities and all these new builds right away at level 1. And if you had started SOD in phase 1, and phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, you wouldn't have been able to do that. It would have been a huge pain. Like, SOD is in the best place it's ever been right now. And like, this is definitely a time, like, I would advise people, if they have any interest in SOD, to check it out. Like, now's a good time. Servers are really populated, lots of people playing. Like, you can do there's fast ways to level, so there are ways to level up really fast, but if you just do the questing journey like I'm doing, it takes a little bit of time, but it's like a million times faster than vanilla era. You know, instead of it being a 300-hour journey, it's probably like a 50 or 60-hour journey. Still a pretty big journey, but definitely manageable. Definitely manageable. And like I said, there's stuff you can do to level faster. You can do what are called incursions. You could spam some incursion content, and that can get you a lot of levels really quickly. John, you agree? Yeah, this is a good time to start playing, isn't it? Yeah, because I did stuff in earlier phases, and I wasn't having nearly as much fun. I wasn't having a lot of fun in earlier phases, and the biggest thing for me was rune collection. I really hated rune collection. So like, now that bit's over, I'm free just to enjoy the classes, just to enjoy the different builds and enjoy all the neat stuff we can do. Yeah, Dustin, I feel like I at least have a good plan for like what I'm doing in all the versions, you know? I think it probably annoys some people that I'm playing so much SOD. But if the reality is that Classic Era is just a TBC waiting room, that I don't feel a need to rush those characters. And I think like acknowledging that about myself, that I'm not really feeling the burn to rush those characters anywhere, is like pretty important. That way when I do play them, I can just enjoy it, instead of feeling like I'm rushing to max. What am I most looking forward to in TBC? Spamming the heroics and doing raids this time around. I haven't been able to raid in TBC, and I've gotten really close 2 different times. So, and I did the same thing each time, like original TBC and current and like TBC Classic, the same thing happened to me. I got my warrior capped. I had almost all of my bold set. I was basically geared to start raiding. And then they gave out a date for Wrath of the Lich King. And then people stopped doing heroics. People stopped caring about TBC endgame. And I didn't get to raid in TBC either time around. So I'm looking forward to rectifying that this time. Yeah, I wanna get my dungeon set, and I wanna go into raids. And this time with TBC, like, that's gonna be my whole purpose. My whole purpose with TBC, my only goal, get a character to max level, gear them up, do all the raids. I don't need to do anything else in TBC. You know, we'll probably level a Draenei Shaman, we'll probably level a Blood Elf Paladin at some point, but that stuff's it's not gonna be a focus. The focus for TBC content is gonna be getting to max, getting geared up, and doing raids. And that's it. Because, you know, this will be my 3rd time through TBC, you know what I mean? And my 3rd time, it's like my 1,000,000th time, but like, it'll be my 3rd time through a TBC launch. So like, I've done it all. Now it's time to just get to the stuff I haven't done. I think I got all my Crocolisk things. Yeah, we got all the Crocolisk. Let's cut across here and see if we can tag some more raptors. Dante, I appreciate that. That's bold of you, though, because sometimes in the streams, sometimes we get trolls. So I would say that the streams are chill like 97% of the time. But then sometimes there's 3% of the time where it's not. So that's brave of you. Could get jarred awake by a ranting rambles. Ranting and raving rambles. The VODs are safer. My kid brought me some Kraft mac and cheese. It's early, but I'm gonna have to turn my camera off in a minute and eat some of this mac and cheese. Oh, we leveled up. Nice. What are we doing with talents? That's right. We're just still going into lightning reflexes. Eventually we'll get down to Wyvern Sting, and that'll be another button to push. Trolling now. Troll. Troll away, little troll. Make sure to collect your toll. Yeah, this is more like this is an unexpected snack. So I do try to eat before the stream to make sure that I can make it like a couple hours in. So this is just an unexpected... I suspect this is an unexpected byproduct of my son having Kraft mac and cheese. And I have been given the extra mac and cheese. Tim, good morning to you, man. And welcome. So yeah, I'm gonna eat this shortly. It's Kraft mac and cheese, so it stays warm for like 2.5 minutes, and then it goes cold, you know? It doesn't have a long life. At all. Elder Stranglethorn Tigers is fine. Yeah, let's... Do we want to do that? Yeah, I feel like we can do that. Okay, yeah, while we fight these tigers, I'm gonna turn my camera off and chow down on this. It's not gonna take me very long. It's Kraft mac and cheese, so I'll basically just inhale it. And then we can keep chatting. But yeah, I will see you guys on the flip side. Denver Jack, good afternoon, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. Oh, that's right. At some point today, I want to do a respec. I want to spec out of deterrence and counterattack. I don't need either of these. The points would be better off if, even if we have to put them in deflection, the points are going to be more useful in deflection. Alright, let's head to the hunting camp and we'll turn this one in. We also have to go after water elemental bracers. We've got jungle remedies to collect still. Maybe we should do that one before we do anything else.
Hello. Be careful. Farewell. Greetings.
Wow, we have to get to a city, like, soon. Oh, man. Yeah, we gotta go to the auction house. I gotta put... I'm either gonna vendor it, but I don't want to vendor it. We can probably get a couple of gold a stack, so we gotta get back to town, like, soonish.
Safe travels.
I think if the abilities from SOD ever made it into Classic Plus, then they should actually put thought into when the classes should get those abilities from like a leveling standpoint, and they should just make them trainable at the trainer. I think if you're putting all these new abilities into the core game like permanently, like getting them all at level 1 is obviously a lot of fun, but I would rather see them actually intentionally designed to help build the classes over time, because that's going to make it a lot more accessible to new players. Like, and that's something that Classic Plus, if there ever were Classic Plus, would really want to be just welcoming to new players. And getting all of these abilities at the beginning of a character is like overwhelming for some people. Even though all you really have to do is read them and pick the one that sounds cool, like not a lot of people are okay approaching things that way. So I think just having them trained at your trainer when they decide that that should be where it's trained, like just intentional design.
Keep your feet on the ground.
If they wanted to work any of them in permanently. I notice we have a turn-in up at the rebel camp. Let's go up there and turn this one in. I don't really remember what it was. Second rebellion. Oh, we never turned this in for some reason. Yeah, let's go do that. I didn't realize that we just never went back to turn it in. Are doing professions in SOD worth it? I really don't know, because I don't know what we can make with professions when it comes to production stuff. I know they added a lot of recipes and patterns in SOD, but I don't know if any of them are useful from like an endgame standpoint. As far as like, what can I make with leatherworking? What can I make with blacksmithing and tailoring? But I will say, things like skinning, like you can make a lot of gold. So professions are useful as a way of making gold. I don't know if they're useful for like your character to equip stuff or not. I haven't found that out yet.
Hey there. See you around.
Oh, here we go. Nice, 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 nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, we're gonna get this quest. Very fortuitous.
How are you? See you later.
There we go. Very cool. I will say, like, blacksmithing and mining specifically, like, I have failed at those on my paladin. If you're going to do blacksmithing and mining, you have to be willing to take a lot of extra time to stay in zones, to get more copper, more tin. You're going to be scrounging for those tin nodes, because those tin nodes are going to be the only way to get yourself to 125 so you can get iron. But if you're willing to set aside the time to specifically work on mining, then it's probably worth it. Like, I can't really justify spending time just mining, and even leveling kind of slowly for SOD, you level up too quickly to just naturally stay in the area. You have to go out of your way. So it really depends on what you're looking for from professions. If you're the kind of person that doesn't mind getting on for an hour, running circles around, say, the wetlands and looking for tin, then it's probably worth it. If doing that outside of your natural gameplay is going to bother you, then you don't want to try to keep up with blacksmithing and mining. It's really hard to keep up with it. Keep in mind, as you see me killing all these guys in like 2 hits, keep in mind we have this crazy buff. This insane world buff. And I think that's responsible for most of the slaughter that's happening. I mean, we're strong anyway, don't get me wrong. But the constant enormous crits are probably due to the buff. That one's from the Sunken Temple raid? Yeah, it must be new to SOD because I've never seen it before. This one's the Fervor of the Temple Explorer, so yeah, it would make sense for it to be the Sunken Temple one. First time I've seen it. Did he name it? Did he name the kidney stone that he passed? Oh my god. Yeah, he named it Little Fucker. Little Fucker. That was my dad's nickname for me when I was a kid. Come here, you little fucker. I can't give other people buffs, can I? No. I don't think I can. No, this is not a buff, this is like an aura. Okay. Yeah, I have no buffs to give. It'd be cool to have some kind of buff to give other players. Maybe just like an agility buff or something. Dante, cheers, man. It's 1:20 in the afternoon here, and I'm still working on my first coffee. And now that I think about that, that's probably like a huge problem. I need to drink this coffee. This quest has quite a drop rate today. No, not the heal. Nice, nice, nice. Well, there we go. All I have to do is complain about the drop rate. Perfect. Alright, let's turn this one in. We're gonna get a follow-up. I don't know if we'll do the follow-up right now, or if we'll wait on it. I think that one's to kill the commandos and the head shrinkers. But we also have to make our way over to the water elemental island at some point. Any dungeons? I don't know. What are we in the range for? I guess we're in the range for anything up to Armory. It would be nice to do Armory. The problem is the same problem that always exists, is the travel. Like, the travel time. I have the South Shore flight point, but it, you know, it's like a 10-minute flight from here, I think. It's, like, kind of unfortunate. They need to put the automated group finder into Season of Discovery. The same automated group finder from Kata. And we just need to teleport to and from the dungeons, because, like, people are already doing incursions. It's already, like, speed leveling and stuff. But for people that want to play like me, like, we want to go quest, and then every once in a while we want to do a dungeon. But when you're leveling really quickly, you're not incentivized to stop everything you're doing and go run a dungeon. It's too much travel time. So they need to figure out how they get the automated dungeon tool into the game. Just for the leveling dungeons, obviously.
Farewell.
That way I can keep questing, I can queue up, and then eventually 15-20 minutes the queue pops, we go do a run, we teleport back out, we keep questing, like,
You need
it's
something?
easy.
Have a good one.
And it's already sod, so it's like, it's the crazy thing to me is, like, not only is there not an automated queue, they have never even turned on, the summoning stones aren't even turned on. That's really nuts.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it for Classic, but it makes so much sense with Season of Discovery because it's all about how fast you're leveling, and then, like, just the reward / cost of stopping everything to do a dungeon. I think a lot of people would queue up for dungeons in SOD. If people could run around and quest and just queue for dungeons casually while they quest, I think a lot more people would quest and do low-level dungeons. As it is right now, not a lot of people do the questing. And not a lot of people do the low-level dungeons because it's just kind of, it's not as accessible. The content's not accessible. You got to stop every part of progress. You got to run to the dungeon. You got to do the dungeon, and then you have to travel back to wherever you were questing. So it's a lot of time. And when you can level up rather quickly, you don't want to spend that time doing that. But yeah, activating the stones would be a half measure. You know, just turn the stones on. That way only 2 people have to be there. That would be a decent half measure. But I feel like they could just go the whole way. And they could just have the automated dungeon tool. I don't think that's going to really piss anybody off who really loves SOD. You know, because when people like love SOD, they love it for a lot of reasons. But I don't think they're going to get too upset about an automated leveling dungeon tool. Doesn't seem like that would make sense. What do we want to do? This one's level 38. The elementals are level 37. We have a couple of relics we need to find, including one in the water. I feel like if we wait on this, we might get sent into this area for something else later, but I'm not 100% sure. So maybe we go do that while we have this buff, because we're going to have to fight our way back to these tablets. That part is kind of a pain. So yeah, let's go do that while we have the 2-hour buff still. Just crush some trolls. Is RFD in range? Maybe. Yeah, it is. It is in range. Kind of the same thing there, like a lot of travel time, right? We get on the boat, we go to Ratchet. From Ratchet, it's still a bit of a run, I think. Why are they even there? Yeah, in Vanilla Era, the summoning stones were just places where you can go stand and meet at. That was just like the visual indicator of where you could meet up for the dungeon run, but they didn't become summoning stones until Burning Crusade. Unfortunately. Yeah, it is a bit of a run from Ratchet, yeah, exactly. Dungeons on the Alliance side are just kind of a pain. That's the reality of it. Like, getting to most of the leveling dungeons on the Alliance side is a pain. With the exception of Dead Mines and Stockade. Much easier to get to all of the leveling dungeons on the Horde side. Unfortunately, like, nobody wants to play Horde side in Classic Era. Yeah, if you started playing in, like, the Burning Crusade pre-patch, yeah, then you have always had the stones on. Yeah, you would have always probably had the stones on. Yeah, in Vanilla Era, they were just objects that were there in the world. They didn't serve any functional purpose. This is working really, this is going really well. Oh yeah, this is going great. Man. How could this have went better? It's impossible for this to have gone any better. Man, I don't even have auto shoot on my bar anymore. I can't even shoot these guys. It's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. We pulled more guys. It's gonna be a long spirit run. This does not get us anything. This does not necessarily get us anything. I mean, I guess what it gets us, if we can stay like this for 1 minute and 33 seconds, then we can pop back up and we can hit another potion. But other than waiting and hitting a potion, this has earned us nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna lose my buff. It's really gonna piss me off. I think we're gonna pop up, I'm gonna do the potion, then we're gonna run for it. Oh, I got 1 more minute on the potion. Oh, look at this. Oh, yeah. Maybe another player will come by. Yep, this is it. This is it. Ready? Okay. Let's get him out here. Yeah, we don't want to lose the buff. That would suck. We have no food. I have no food again. I'm just like failing at playing this game today. The problem is this. It's not my fault. There's nowhere we can buy food. We have to go to Booty Bay or Darkshire to buy food. I can't buy food at the Rebel Camp. I can't buy food at the hunting lodge. I don't have anywhere to get food. It's not even my fault. It's just that the Alliance gets screwed here. We don't have 2 bases. We don't have Gromgol. We don't have 2 different inns. We get nothing. Absolutely nothing. There we go. This person took care of it for us. You were here yesterday on your warrior, you gave up? Oh yeah, this is a tough area. You can aggro lots and lots of guys here. I'm really lucky I got this other paladin here. Otherwise, this would not be a great time. I've seen people aggro the ones down below, and then all the ones down here run up, and then you have like 20 mobs on you. It can get pretty rough around these parts. Are we enjoying the immersion? I don't know. You'd have to tell me. Are you enjoying the immersion? Did I switch my sword rune with the axe rune? I don't think I did. No, I definitely still have the axe. Definitely still have the axe rune on. Thank you. We will get that switched over. Yeah, I always forget about those rings. The entire reason I play WoW is because I really, really enjoy it. And a lot of what I enjoy is leveling up characters. I like learning new classes. I like learning specs that I have not played before. And WoW has lots of classes and lots of specs. But ultimately, I just find the game really chill. It's just what I like to do. There are different like parts of the game I'll raid, you know, like hopefully we'll do some raiding in SOD. But yeah, a lot of what I do is just chill level ups. But not really for nostalgic reasons, no. No, nostalgia doesn't last that long. And nostalgia is a good tool for getting you into something, but nostalgia is not something that's going to keep you engaged. You have to actually be like loving what you're doing to stay engaged with it. Well, here we are again. I don't need to be here. I'm just putzing around. I'm just putzing around. Don't even need to be there today. Boop. What do you guys say we just get out of here? Does disengage break roots? I don't know. We can certainly give it a shot. I'm sure that won't be the last time we get rooted. But yeah, let's get out of here. I am okay with that. Let's just book it out of here and hope we don't get hit by anybody. Okay, good. We got hit right away. Perfect. I appreciate the save. Thank you very much for the buffs. Very kind. Mitash, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. You are a lifesaver. Yeah, thanks, man. Because like having to go back to town, it wasn't happening. It wasn't happening. So I really appreciate that. Some fine aged cheddar. It sounds delicious too, doesn't it? Tim with the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. Very generous. And welcome to the 10 new people. Now you're stuck here. Like for a second here, I couldn't really tell which one of these is the sun and which is the moon. So this must be the moon over here, right? Yeah, this has got to be the sun, and this is the moon. I almost thought this was the sun. There's one more moon somewhere, but maybe it's not out yet. There should be like a smaller moon. But yeah, maybe it hasn't risen. French bulldog dad, that's painful, man. Get better. Good vibes to you. Enjoy the Oxy and Klonopin. You're gonna need it. Thanks for hanging out with us. Dan, good afternoon, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Do I think at this point anyone actually cares about the waylaid supplies? No. No, I don't. Not even remotely. I just vendor all mine. I think the waylaid supplies were really interesting in phase 1. Like, I kind of enjoyed them in phase 1. They gave you a reason to go back to town often, whether to do professions or go to the auction house and get them turned in. Especially they were limiting like how many you could carry. And I thought it was an okay mechanic to like drive people to the cities and kind of break up questing a little bit, while giving you like an alternate source of XP and kind of pushing professions. But now that we're so late in it, like I don't think it was something that was designed to stay really evergreen. It doesn't feel like it was designed to stay evergreen. Feels like they just kind of moved on from the idea. Are they a good way to level? If you can spend money though, right? Because you have to buy all the stuff off the auction house. Can you? Here's a question that I guess I didn't think about. Can you turn them in without filling them? Because I remember for a while you could, and then you couldn't. If you could turn them in without filling them, I didn't know that. I've just been vendoring mine. But to fill them, I'd have to spend a lot of money on the auction house. Because stuff is so expensive. Like, if you had a pile of gold, yeah, it could be a good way for, like, bonus XP. But it's gonna get pricey. Unless you get lucky and you pick up ones that are related to professions you have. That only happens rarely. At this point, they should let you turn them in empty, and they should still give you a chunk of XP. That would be a nice change. You should just be able to find them out in the world. You find them out in the world, you turn them in, and then you get a chunk of XP. I think at this point, especially, that would be a good idea. We need 2 more bracers. We do have a basically full inventory. So we're gonna have to take care of that soon. OD Dylan, welcome to the stream, buddy. Thanks for being here. We need to go to Stormwind, actually. We gotta go to Stormwind, and we gotta get on the auction house and do a bunch of other stuff. So maybe we'll turn some quests in, and then I'll hearth to Duskwood, and then we will fly to Stormwind. Because yeah, I don't know like how we can... I don't know how we can keep going with all this stuff in my bags, basically. Just a ton of stuff that needs to go on the auction house. Like, at this point, even getting to a vendor at this point is not going to fix the bigger problem. We've got hunter training to do, albeit nothing here is like super valuable for us. Immolation Trap rank 3, like we use that. The rest of this stuff we don't even use. It's almost a waste of money to train it, but I've been keeping up on training. Even though half the abilities we never touch. I would say probably more than half of our abilities in our spellbook we never use and probably will never use. Cooking trainer? Let's see. Cooking is at 150. Yeah, we need to find some recipes. I've been selling my meat though. In full transparency, I've been selling everything because I just don't have room. I don't have room. I don't have room to hang on to 6 different kinds of meat and 4 different types of leather. I don't have room, so I have been selling it. So I'm just a bad person. The quest is done. I appreciate that. Because I probably would have been out here for like 5 more minutes killing these guys. But yeah, the quest is done. Let's swim out to the water here. We have to get the underwater tablet by the Murlocs. And we should be able to just sneak down and get this without having to fight any of them. At least that's how I've done it in the past. Do I think I'll ever try Mythics in retail again? I will do Mythics again when I can go to my character select screen, when I can pick my character, when I can go to a menu over on the right side and select Mythics, and then I can select Login. When I can play Mythics in WoW without having to do any of the bullshit in the open world, or even have to see their open world content at all, then I will do Mythics. When I can do Mythics and that's the only thing I do in the game, and that's the only progression track I need to worry about, and that's the only currencies I need to collect, when I can have a character that just does Mythics to the exclusion of all other content in the game, then yes. Then I will do Mythics again in retail. Because I have a lot of fun with the classes, and I have a lot of fun in 5-mans. But I will not engage with their shit open world content. I will not play through another campaign. I will not collect another currency outside a currency that I would get from doing the Mythic run itself. I will not engage in all of these treadmill out of my content activity just to rack up playtime. Doing stuff that I don't enjoy and don't care about. Because yeah, I had a ton of fun. Season 3 Dragonflight. Season 3 Dragonflight was peak Mythics. Season 4 was not nearly as good because of all the changes they made to the rankings. All those changes were bad. The best Mythics were Season 3 Dragonflight. I had so much fun. When I can log into the game and just do that, then I'll be back. Okay, here's the plan. We're gonna go back to the rebel camp. We're gonna turn this one in. How do we want to handle this? It's just gonna be a pain in the ass to get back here, you know, into Northern Stranglethorn. We have to go to Stormwind, but it's just gonna be such a pain to get back. Alright, we'll go turn this in and then we will skedaddle. Any chance you'll see a Horde tune outside of Hardcore?
Good day to you.
I don't know.
Safe travels. Have a good one.
Probably not outside of Hardcore anytime soon. Or outside of like Mista Pandaria Cataclysm.
Well met.
I don't think anybody plays Horde side in SOD. And, you know, the anniversary realms are the anniversary realms. I just don't have a lot of stuff I can get rid of here. Okay, that's a bit. Keep the turtle meat. Still hanging on the turtle meat. I've got all these cooking recipes that I can't do anything about. I don't need the translated letter from the embalmer. I don't think I need the library script. I don't need the story of Morgan Lattimore. Yeah, that seems good.
Go with honor, friend.
Okay, so... yeah, let's go ahead and We'll hearth back to Darkshire. We'll fly to Stormland. We have some stuff to do. We will go to the auction house. We will go look at cooking recipes. Is there anything that we need on the auction house? Is there any, like, what are the pieces of gear that just, like, should be replaced? I guess we do need to... we got a level 15 cloak. We got a level 15 cloak, guys. We gotta see if maybe we can get a few upgrades. We got... I mean, do we need it, though? Because we're dealing so much freaking damage. It's gonna depend on how pricey things are. I don't want to spend a ton of money on gear off the auction house, you know? Because we're leveling so fast. But I feel like some of our gear is really bad. Yeah, that's it. Some of our gear is really bad. And might need to be replaced.
Safe travel.
Let's be real, it's all bad. Level 28, level 23, level 15. This is the chest piece off of the Westfall quest line. 32, that's pretty good. That must have been like a random dropper quest reward. 30, I mean, obviously the weapon is top notch. 23, level 22, 23, 23. So we did some shopping around level 23. And then that was it. So, I don't know. Maybe it's not worth it to worry about upgrading these. Maybe I'm just gonna look for a different chest piece and a different pair of pants to have a different look. That's 11 agility though. Am I gonna find anything with 11 agility? Probably not. I'm gonna be stuck in this bland brown leather chest piece for the rest of my life. Because I'm just never gonna find anything that has more than 11 agility on it until I'm like level 45. Any other buffs I'll drop soon? We're so strong even without the buffs. I mean, yeah. We probably need some more HP. The biggest thing I worry about is like not having enough stamina on our gear. You know, we need the stamina. That's like the only thing I'm really worried. We'll look for some gear, but listen, if it's super expensive, I'm not gonna buy it. We got 207 gold. Which is, it's a good chunk of gold, you know, but it's not infinite. It's not gonna last forever. We've still gotta get a mount, you know. I don't remember how much the mount costs, but I know it's not as much as Classic Era. But it still has some kind of cost associated with it, so we'll have to think about a mount pretty soon. Very soon, actually. We have some quests, at least a quest to turn in. Oh, reassignment. Yeah, let's go turn this one in. This was a quest that we finished in South Shore. And I think it's worth a big chunk of XP just to go turn it in. So let's do that. We'll stop by the Pig and Whistle on the way. And then skinning, we have to go to Ironforge to get the next rank of skinning, so unfortunately we can't do that here. I think I'll just buy everything that I don't already have. Yeah, I'll just buy everything that I don't already have. A lot of it we're not going to need. But that's going to make it a lot easier for me. If we just purchase everything. Oh, this one we already know. This one we already know. Already known. These are just, all these are is like, these are ones from cooking quests. So it's like you get most of these from doing quests, and this is like here just in case you don't do those quests. I don't know if this gets us anything that we need. We'll see. We'll take a look. Yeah, there's the Westfall stew recipe. Like, this doesn't really get us like anything necessarily that we need right now. We already know the Murloc fin soup. Well, we got the raptor egg recipe, and we can easily farm raptor eggs, I think, in Stranglethorn. So this is probably going to be our next like major source of skill ups. Then obviously we'll have the Soothing Turtle Bisque at 175. This is going to be what gets us to 175, I think. Or Tender Crocolisk meat. Okay, so that's good. This was good. Yeah. Alright, now we're in good shape. I bought every recipe that vendor has that I didn't already have. And I've got all the fish recipes that I can buy here in Stormwind. There's a fish vendor in Stormwind, and I have all those recipes, and I just bought all that, guys. So there might be other fish recipes somewhere, but there aren't any more in Stormwind as far as I know. As far as I know, we now have every recipe available here in Stormwind. 6,000. Nice. Very nice. Okay, that's level 39. Very good. Oh, you know what? We're going to do our respec. We're going to respec out of deterrence and counter attack. That's what we have to do. We're catching up to the Paladin. Yeah, the Paladin is... Yeah, I mean, we're getting close. The Paladin's a bit higher level. I've recorded ahead a little bit, so I have a few episodes recorded that you guys haven't seen yet. But we're getting into the same ballpark. We are getting into the same ballpark. I didn't talk to the trainer, no.
Well met. Keep your feet on the ground. What can I do for you? Safe travels.
Which character's been more fun to level up, the Hunter or the Paladin? They've both been really fun. Which one's been more fun? This class has been more fun, if I have to just give like a straight up answer. And it doesn't mean the Paladin's not fun, because the Paladin is a lot of fun. And the Paladin is fun two different ways. That's kind of the great thing about the Pally, is that you can have fun with the two-handed weapon, or you can have fun with the sword and board. So that's been fun to be able to switch back and forth a little bit. But I think, like, what class do I ultimately like more? I think I have to say the Hunter. If I was looking at DPSing a raid, then I would want to DPS the raid on the Hunter. On the Paladin, I would like to look at tanking eventually. We need to find... Well, I'll go back to the inn. We'll talk to the trainer. Because apparently I just didn't see a trainer. Let's see, where are they? Up top? Oh yeah, okay. I see him now. He is a trainer. Okay, no, he has recipes. I don't... Is there a trainer downstairs? Maybe in the back. Oh, here we go. They're hiding in the kitchen. Makes sense. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, now we got tangy. We need tangy clam meat. So I don't have any clam meat right now. I've vendored all of it. We're starting from nothing. So now we have lots of options. We can do crocolisk meat. We can do tangy clam meat. We can do raptor eggs. All of that stuff should be really easy to farm up. Yep, shouldn't be a problem. Should be really easy to get into turtle meat. And then all we need to do is kill turtles forever after that. The woman next to the trainer might have a couple recipes? Really? It's like a lot of different people in one place that have recipes. I'll check. I will check. Cooking supplies. Oh yeah. Oh, she's got sagefish. I already know that one. This one requires one. Let's grab this one for 175. Okay, cool. That's another fish one. And I think we've been fishing sagefish up sometimes. All right, now we have to go to the auction house. Ryan, good afternoon, buddy. Welcome to the stream. I'll be the next master chef. I wouldn't say that. Let's not go too far. So far I've done well at collecting the recipes. Now we have to see if I actually cook the food. That's the step I often forget to do. The actual crafting. Let's check prices today on some of this stuff. Because I noticed my light leather did not sell overnight. People are doing like stacks of 10. Is this how people prefer to buy these now, in stacks of 10? I just don't see a lot of stacks of 20. Let's split these into stacks of 10. And I guess we'll sell them that way, since that seems to be what people prefer. And it looks like we got 160. Okay. So I'll put stacks of 10 up for 150. And we'll do 4 stacks 10 at a gold and 50 silver. Let's check medium. Medium is very similar. So we'll just do the same. We'll do stacks of 10 and we'll do 150. And last but not least, okay, last and least, heavy leather, which looks like it's going to be the cheapest, which is kind of funny. Yeah, for some reason, heavy leather is the cheapest. So that's a bummer, but yeah, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? All right, let's see. I'm gonna do a gold. and just hope that the price comes up to a gold. I would like to get an entire gold off these stacks. And if I can't get that, maybe we'll put them in the bank. And we'll just wait and see if the price ever comes up. I appreciate that. As somebody who suffers from some issues myself with anxiety and inability to sleep at night, stuff like that, I appreciate that people think of this as a place they can come and relax. And just kind of de-stress. I try to keep it chill, and I tend to avoid talking about real life issues like politics and stuff like that. Alright, so we sold everything. Let's just browse a little bit for equipment. We're looking for armor. We're looking for leather. Let's just go through and look at every slot. I'm going to look for gear that's, let's say, level 35 to 39. 35 to 39 sounds good. Let's just look at that. Intellect and spirit. Agility stam. Okay, this is really good. Let's grab the Nightscape headband. Take a look at shoulders. Intellect spirit. Intellect spirit. Not a... Oh, here we go. Agility. Ooh, 15 gold. Ooh, see, this is what I mean. Like, I don't want to drop 15 gold on a green item. Let's take the level range down a little bit. See if we can find something a little bit more affordable. Strength and spirit. Stamina. Okay, I mean, I would almost just take the stamina, but giving up agility there. Agility spirit. I don't know if that really like helps us a lot. I think maybe I'll pass on the shoulders for now. Maybe we'll come back. We got stamina spirit. We got agility stam. Here we go. This is an upgrade. We go from having a brown chest piece to having a black chest piece that looks exactly the same. Okay. I'm almost tempted to take the... Oh, nice. Very nice. We got a world buff. Couple of world buffs. I'm almost tempted to take the crappier item so that we can have a different look. Because we've been wearing the same chest piece for a long ass time. I'm gonna take the Hawkeye tunic for just like a change of pace. It's also a little bit cheaper. Dusky belt, agility stam? Yeah, I think so. I think it's a little bit pricey. I think we go here. Let's see, what else do we got? I should look at my mail. I probably should have, maybe I should have looked at my mail before I shopped. It's too late now. I don't know if I need any. Oh, monkey, let's see. 18 gold. I can't afford 18 gold for pants. I don't think. And they don't even look that cool. Intellect and strength. No, I don't really need intellect and strength. Oh, look at mail armor. Oh, I see. I see. That's a good point. I probably should have looked at mail armor, guys. I see what you're saying. You can tell how many hunters I've leveled to 40. Like I know that we get mail at 40, but it was not on my mind. I was not thinking about getting mail at 40 at all. Like, you know, like reflectively, I understand that that's going to be a thing that we do. But like in the moment, I wasn't even thinking about it. So there we go. I'll stop there before I spend too much money. And maybe we can look at some level 40 mail stuff, I guess. Is what you guys are telling me. I'll equip these pieces. Yeah. Yeah, I just didn't even think about it. I think I've got one, we've got one hunter past level 40, and that was in hardcore. I had like a level 42 or level 40 something hunter. And that was the only time that I got a hunter to a point where I needed to worry about getting mail gear. So, yeah, I guess I would be looking for like 40. Like, can we find anything just like right at 40? We can find some stuff, yeah. It's probably not going to be a lot of stuff that we want. But I will just go through and look. Dang. Probably going to have to like expand that a little bit. Oh yeah, stuff's going to get expensive. Stuff's going to get expensive. I'm going to buy these because I did, you know, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. We'll look, but I think I'm going to wait on most things. No chest pieces, so I feel good about that purchase. Only a couple of belts. This one is expensive. I feel pretty good about the things I purchased because it looks like right away there's not a lot right away. Not a lot of... What about legs? Nice to find some legs. Agility, here we go. Oh, that's expensive. I mean, they're good pants, but... I don't want to pay 25 gold, you know? Yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting any mail gear anytime soon. Again, 20 gold, this seems like a lot. Yeah, no. No, I think I'm fine with the leather stuff for now. I'll buy these, like 11's not bad for tiger. I'll grab those. And then you know what else I need? I need a back. Do I have to go to cloth for back? Yeah. Yeah, let's grab agility stam. The price of light leather has just gone up. Right on. No, I think we, well, maybe we do have some in the bank. I can check. I know we just put some up, but we might be holding on to some from last weekend. We'll see. No, we got nothing right now. We got nothing. I must have pulled everything out and sold it already. I have to do some farming. I'll try to get on during the week and farm up some light leather. And I'll just put it in the bank until I see prices go up. Okay, so I think we're done in Stormwind. Are we done here? We got recipes, we turned in our quest, we did auction house stuff, our inventory is not, it's still not looking good. You know what I have to do? I gotta put this silk in the bank, I gotta put the mage weave away. Our inventory sucks. I don't have clam meat. Did I have clam meat in the bank? I'll take a look.
What can I do?
Oh shit, I do got some tangy clam meat. Is that what we need? Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at past me. Past me shove some meat in the bank. That's not like me at all. It's much more like me just to vendor it when I get sick of having it in my inventory. So the fact that I did that is kind of crazy. Yeah, we gotta sell the old stuff, ruin the new stuff. Yeah, we gotta put some runes up. We need some runes. Let's see if we can, we probably can't cook and rune at the same time, unfortunately.
Open for business.
It's too bad about that. Let's sell the old gear that I don't need. Okay. Okay, and now let's do the runes and then we'll try to find a cooking fire. In the head we need cat-like reflexes. Let's see, chess piece, we got lone wolf. Melee specialist for the waist. Pants are good. Feet are good. Wrist is good. Hands are good. Fingers, I need to go sword spec here. And then on the back, we need to go hit and run. And I think that's it. Now we need a cook fire. Do I need anything else for these? I do. I need hot spices. We need 23 hot spices.
Looking for something specific? Light pressing.
And now I need a fire. I don't see a fire. Wait. There we go. Perfect. Alright, let's cook these, and then we can be on our way back to Stranglethorn. I think we're going to have to go to Duskwood and make the run from there. That's probably going to be shorter than making the run all the way from Booty Bay. I mean, it's too bad we didn't have a little bit more. If I wouldn't have sold any today, if I'd have kept what I had in my bags, we would have hit 175 for sure. And then 175 gets us into turtle meat, and then we just farm turtles for the rest of our lives, and everything works out. Pretty sure that's how that goes. Alright, I'm going to take a short break here. I'm going to put us in flight over to Duskwood, and then I'm going to take like a 5 or 10 minute break. I need coffee, I need a snack, I need to bio. So I am going to do that. I'm going to put us on the break screen, and then I will see you guys on the flip side. Alright, we are back. Thank you guys for hanging out. Or in Lael's case, for passing out. Either way is good. Yeah, back to Stranglethorn we go. Let's organize this. We only have 3k health because of this world buff. Well, then again, the world buff is only giving us 300 extra HP. But 300 extra HP is still a bit. Oh, and then we have this. But this is not doing anything for our stats. Not for HP, at least. So I guess we do have quite a bit of HP. But then again, we're level 39, so we're getting up there. Hunter tanks? I don't think so, not yet. I would love to see a priest tank, like a healing tank. You just power word shield yourself. Do some melee, get some melee abilities going for the priest. And then they could be a healing tank. Like, just keep themselves alive and hold aggro on everything. You'd probably still have to have another healer. And they would just be the dedicated tank. You could have a priest tank and then a mage healer. That'd be fun. Alright, we're gonna go over to the east and do the next round of the Curzon stuff. We're looking for commandos who are hanging out in stealth and head shrinkers. Yeah, the scrolls are the 175 cooking recipes. Apparently I have 2 Sagefish Delights. Yeah, Sagefish Delight and Soothing Turtle Bisque. We're like a handful of skill ups away. Speaking of food, let's go ahead and eat some buff food. Yeah, this buff in particular lets us do really amazing things. It's really, really strong for us. Game audio is not disabled. There's not any real music playing in the cave, but you should still be able to hear sound effects like this one. And this one. And this one. And if you're not hearing sound effects there, it's a you problem. But yeah, I can boost the in-game sound a bit, but in the cave there's no real music happening a lot of the time. It's a little low. It might have been a little low from when we were in Stormwind. So I could turn it up, but it looks good now. I'll crank it up. Doesn't bother me. Let me know if it gets too loud. I love how they smoke bomb us, and then they run away for a second, and then they turn around and come back to die. Like, what was the point of smoke bombing us in the first place if you were just going to come back and get killed? It's just like a temporary inconvenience. You're supposed to like ninja vanish. You smoke bomb and then you go invis. But they don't do the invis part or the running away part. They do the smoke bomb, they wander around for a minute confused, then they come back and let us kill them. It's kind of sad, actually. They must have missed that day at ninja school. We are done, yeah. That might be the fastest I've ever completed this one. Typically it's hard to find them. This time we got lucky and now everybody else is showing up. How's the leveling been? Leveling has been a joy. I've been having a great time questing on both of my side characters. It's really well paced. It has really good pacing. There's a good sense of like linearity. You can kind of go from zone to zone and have like a more linear experience, which is not one that you often get in Classic era. It's been really good. And for talents, we're going basically full survival. Oh yeah, you know what? For talents, guys, guess what we did? We respect and then never set our talent points. And we're still killing stuff really easily. Thank you for reminding me that we have 30 unspent talents. Do classic characters even need their talent points? Because we've been whooping stuff. Yeah, the super buff, like just in effect, we don't even need talent points. Who needs talent points? Yeah, we weren't expecting that. I wasn't expecting it either. I thought I remembered to spend my talent points at some point. Yeah. So maybe we should do this respec, huh, guys? I think maybe that'd be a good idea.
Well met.
I mean, apparently we don't need talent points, so I don't know if it matters.
Bless you.
Like, how much content in the game can we do without having any talent points allocated? Apparently we can do quite a bit. That being said, let's go ahead. And we'll do humanoid slaying. We'll do monster slaying. Savage strikes. We're gonna go into deflection. I don't care about this. 5% chance to entrap the target. I don't care about that. We're not going deterrence this run. Or this time, we're gonna go survivalists. Yeah, let's do survivalist for 5 points. Let's do increase hit chance. Increase hit chance is good. Just 3% increased hit. And then maybe we can either go into clever traps, and that'll boost our trap damage by 30%. Then we can go killer instinct. Now we have to get into lightning reflexes. So let's put more points in deflection until we can get into lightning reflexes. There we go. Okay. Yeah, now we're good. And now we're up to 2402, yeah, because we went into survivalist. So we just got 10% more HP. Feels good. Okay, so we picked up the follow-up, right? Do we want to do the follow-up right now? Probably not. We could probably wait on the follow-up. We might need a, you know what? No, let's go do it now. Let's go do it while we have this buff. Because we're going to have to kill an elite that's got 2 adds. And if there's ever a time to take on an elite that's got 2 adds with him, it's going to be while we have both of these buffs. So we gotta, in 26 minutes, we gotta get down there. And we gotta kill this guy. It was an 1165 crit. Yeah, right now our power level is off of the chain. And it's all because of the world buffs. It's all because of the world buffs. This is the perfect opportunity to solo an elite quest. That's what this is. We also have an item to grab over here. Because we found the one NPC and we were able to do his quest line. Am I doing incursions? No. No, I'm skipping incursions. That's not really the kind of content that I enjoy. It's a very fast way to level, but I've leveled in events like that before, and I just don't enjoy it. It makes me feel empty inside. I guess that's the easiest way to put it without going into it too much. Leveling up a character that way just makes me feel hollow. Like, I get done playing and I just feel angry and unsatisfied and, like, just disenchanted to life. It's not a good vibe for me. And I've leveled in events like that in the past, so I know exactly how it makes me feel, you know? So yeah, I'm skipping them. In my opinion, they have accidentally made questing in SOD just very well tuned. It's very well tuned, it flows really well. Having the faster leveling feels good, having the class changes feels good. They've made a very good questing open world experience accidentally. Like, they didn't set out to do it, they didn't design it that way. But the way they've buffed the classes, but also they've buffed the mobs, it just feels good. Being able to go from zone to zone early on and not worry about like a bunch of zone hopping early on feels really good. And in my opinion, they've crafted a really good, like, classic style leveling experience. We got lots of guys, and we gotta kill these guys quick. Quick. Because we do not want to die and lose, we don't want to lose our buffs, right? That's the biggest danger. We don't want to lose these amazing world buffs. I think we're good. See, the problem, the mistake they made was they didn't bring a healer. That was the problem. They forgot to bring a healer. I think we have to go full in on Kurdzin. Maybe not. Maybe we kill the ads. What do you guys think? Maybe we kill the ads first. So we can probably kill the ads pretty quickly. He's going to take a little bit of work. You know, I got potions. They're not the best potions, but they're better than nothing. Let's make sure we get a food buff. And that's really all we can do. You know what? We've got a scroll of agility that will pop as well. And yeah, I think we just run over here, kill this guy first, then kill the sub-chief, and then we go in on Kurdzin. Worst case scenario, we back out here, we feign death, we heal up, we try again without the ads alive. I think that's the plan. What? Oh god. This guy knows how to ninja vanish. See, he didn't teach the other guys the right way. Like, he actually vanished. Now, he still came back for us to kill him, but he did disappear for a minute. That was funny. And now you're on fire. Enjoy that. Oh, look at that. Fire damage. That was fun. We didn't really have too much of a problem with that. And then I thought... You know, I thought there was an item we needed here, but maybe not. Oh, you know what? The item we already got. We picked it up outside. Okay, there's nothing back here except him. I kept looking at all these different boxes, made me think we had to click on one of them. I don't think anything else here is needed. It was ultimately pretty easy. Yeah. Oh god, we have everything's respawned behind us though. We have so much HP that the food can't even restore it. This is level 35 food, which is the best food we can use right now. And this food only restores 1300 HP. And with the buffs and everything, I have 3200 HP. So even eating the best food, it's hard to get topped off. That's a nice problem to have. I have so much HP that it's hard to top off my health. It's a great problem to have. Karen, have a good rest of your evening. We'll see you next time. Take care. Yeah. Yeah, we're hitting big. A couple of things go. Mainly what's playing into that is we have an awesome world buff right now. Just a couple of very powerful world buffs. But also we're a melee hunter, and we're playing Season of Discovery. And in Season of Discovery, the melee hunter is the most powerful DPS spec currently. Currently, it's the highest DPS spec in the phase, so... There's a couple of things that go into it. Nah, I'm better off without the pet. I got Lone Wolf. I just do all the damage myself. I don't even need a pet. I hate pets. I hate pets in real life and I hate pets in the game. This character can't even train pets. I didn't even do the first quest to learn how to train pets. I don't have a train beast ability. This is a no pet run. Would I make a shaman tank? When I can play shaman on the alliance side, yeah. I played a shaman tank for a little bit back in phase 1 or phase 2. It was a lot of fun. I don't think I tanked a lot. We tanked Ragefire Chasm. Maybe I did a Wailing Caverns run? But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It seemed really fun. But I'm not gonna play Horde side, so I'm not gonna split my efforts between the two factions. I feel like Sod should have Dwarf Shaman and Forsaken Paladins. I feel like that would be a good change. Or they could move Sod into Burning Crusade and do like Sod Season 2 TBC. That'd be cool too.
Greetings for the Alliance. Go with honor. Be careful for the Alliance.
Very nice. It's a lot of XP.
Greetings for the Alliance.
Well met. Light bless you.
Well, with that stuff done, we're almost level 40. Not sure what's going on here, but we'll just go ahead and kill this guy. Because he seems like a real jerk. Okay, so next we are going to head down here. We're going to go after goblins for the tumbled crystals. We'll find the panthers. Eventually, they'll be in stealth, so that's going to be a little bit of a challenge. We're going to try to make use of as much of this buff today as we can by fighting stuff. We'll just go with Turbulence. Thank you for the membership. I appreciate that. Thanks for being here. Ooh, I have 4 inventory spots. Ugh. Oh my god, it's all these pages. It's all these freaking pages. How did I not empty my inventory? You know what? Don't answer that. Obviously, I didn't empty my inventory. Because that is just who I am. It's just what I do. Okay. Moving on. Moving on. Nothing happened. You saw nothing. Let's go up top here. We'll do a run through looking for panthers. It's awesome, man. Yeah, Sod's in a really good place right now. It's definitely a good time to start playing Sod, or to come back to Sod, for that matter. Yeah, I have a lot of doppelgangers out there. That's just what happens when you're a white, bald guy with glasses. When you're a white, bald guy with glasses and a beard, like, you just have doppelgangers out there. That's what I've learned. There's a mold they make us from. All the time people tell me that they know somebody, that they've seen somebody, that somebody they know looks just like me. I hear that a lot. Not just here, but when I'm out walking around in real life. Yeah, just white bald guys with glasses and a beard. There's lots of us, you know. What happens is that our hair migrates from our head to our face. That's how it happens. If I was a clone, I'd be the first to admit it. I just don't know that, like, as a clone, I probably wouldn't know about it, right? Like, listen, clone lives are important, too. We have to train skinning, but we can only do it in Iron Forge. We're already at 225. So, like, technically we're capped out, but, you know... eventually we'll train it. Yeah, for sure. But right now being capped out right now is not holding us back from anything. I like how you keep referring to him as the Mike you know, as if I am also a Mike. That's been my favorite thing about this. You're like, the Mike I know. Like, I'm not only am I not the Mike you know, I'm not a Mike at all. It's funny. And I never played Magic the Gathering, so I think that disproves it. If the whole not being a Mike thing didn't disprove it, not playing Magic the Gathering must. If you want a really funny story about mics and clones, I can give you a story about mics and clones. My wife's ex-husband, his name is Mike, and he lives in Florida, and he looks just like the Dolphins head coach, Mike McDaniel. He looks just like the Dolphins head coach. They are literally identical. They even have the same facial expressions when they're like bewildered or upset. My wife's ex-husband Mike looks just like Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel. It's fucking uncanny, and they both live in Florida. So, there you go. There's a weird story about mics and clones. Skin, I refuse. I am in the middle of a diatribe. One does not simply stop to skin in the middle of a diatribe. Yeah, it is really strange. Yep. It's like, it's not even like a passing resemblance. Like I said, even their facial expressions when they are feeling emotions are the same. It's so weird. There's Amy. It's true. See? It is true. It's so uncanny that it never stops being amazing every time I look at the guy. Like, it never stops being a source of entertainment. That's how uncanny it is. Like, same height, same build, same facial expressions. It's so messed up. Alright, how many more of these panthers do I need to find? I need to find 2 more. Somehow we've gotten lucky, and I found 8 of them and I haven't been paying attention at all. So yeah, but let's focus up a little bit, let's try to get these last couple. We haven't really had any competition out here, so we're just having some okay luck. People named Mike are clones of other people, confirmed. Yeah, anybody named Mike is a clone of somebody else, who also may or may not be named Mike. I think that's pretty well established at this point. I don't know what other evidence we could possibly need. Here we go. Alright, this one is done. Let's go get the rest of our tumbled crystals. And then we will go turn this one in. How many more crystals do we need? Just a couple more. And there we go. That, guys, is level 40. I think I have to prioritize getting the mount. Before we do anything else, I think I have to prioritize getting the mount. And so we should, yeah, there we go. Wyvern Sting, finally. We've kind of been waiting for this. We've had this in our rune slot in our boots for a long time now, but we haven't been able to use it. So now I have to figure out, like, okay, how do I use it? Maybe I just use the base ability and it converts it into a melee attack? No, that's not it. That's not doing it. Okay, maybe I need to re-slot the rune. Because maybe, like, I had it slotted before we even had the ability. So all I can think to fix this is maybe we unslot and re-slot the rune. Because it's supposed to turn that into a melee attack. Replaces Wyvern Sting with Wyvern Strike. So let's do Trap Launcher, and then we'll go back to Wyvern Strike, and we'll see if we can use it. Because that's all I can really think of. There we go. There we go. That fixed it. Yep. Okay, troubleshooting. Now we have so many buttons to push. Just so many buttons. And they all hit for big, big damage. Now our build is pretty much complete, I think. I'm pretty sure that completes the build. We shouldn't really get any more buttons that are like a cornerstone. Unless we swap out for carve, you know, that's always a possibility for like AoE and 5-mans. I don't really know if that has a lot of value.
King's honor, friend. Go with honor, friend.
Alright, guys, I have a lot of travel to do to get the mount. I have to get myself back to Teldrassil, so I am going to do that off stream. I am out of time for today. I want to go to my kids' swim practice, so I am out of time. I won't be here tomorrow. Tomorrow I am very busy, but I might be here on Sunday. I'm going to try to be here on Sunday so we can play some more. And I'll try to get that scheduled as soon as I know exactly what time Sunday I'm going to be here. But yeah, no stream tomorrow. Hope to see you guys on Sunday. Until then, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we will see you back in Azeroth again very soon. Bye for now.